Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the title, we will be reviewing, I don't even know how to say this, but it is a brush set from Amazon. So we'll be reviewing Amazon brushes basically. So yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory. I say that every single freaking video, but it's always like what I say is self-explanatory literally. So there's not much to add. I bought a brush set from Amazon. And we're going to test it out. I've used one brush from this set, and that was only because I was just in a rush and I was just like, let's just try it. So we're going to use hopefully all the brushes. We get to using them. Hopefully, I think I can manage to use all of them. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so this brush set is the Feiyan brush set. You get it from Amazon. I can write it on the screen so you guys can see a better print than this. But Juicy Jazz actually bought this brush set and I was super interested in it because it looked amazing and I always want more brushes. By the way, I didn't even talk about that I did cut my hair and I dyed it, but it's a little bit hard to see the highlights when it's wet, so it'll dry and then you can see them. But anyway, Juicy Jazz bought this brush set and I'm super interested in it because it looks really good. She loved all the brushes in it. So it comes with 15 brushes. Comes with 15 and it comes with 15 brushes. It actually comes with a bag too. Oh, the bag doesn't smell as bad, but once you open it, man oh man, it smells awful. Like it smells really bad, but it warns you. It says like it does smell, but you have to understand like that it's sitting in the bag for so long before it delivers to you, and then you can wash them or you can just leave them out and air out and then it'll wear off. So the bag kind of aired off. I didn't wash this, but I did wash the brushes so that they were clean and not disgusting. But yeah, I really like that they tell you like all the stuff about it, and then they tell you what each brush is and how you use it and stuff like that. It's actually super nice and a great like little kit so far. I obviously haven't used them, but it's a great like informational kit, if that makes sense. Like gives you a good amount of information. Okay, so we are just gonna get right started with my makeup. We're gonna do a full face, obviously using all of these brushes, kind of going the way they tell you to go. So we do have a large powder foundation brush. I don't know if that means you use it for powder foundation. Ideal for the seamless application of loose and pressed foundation. So not cream foundation, so we were about to use that wrong. Okay, so it's gonna do it the way that it tells you to do it, like use it for what it says, but I think I lied because I really want to try all the brushes, and the only way I'm going to do that is if I use them for whatever I feel like. So we are just going to go with some primer. We're going to use the Milani Prime Perfection face primer. It's in the hydrating one. I haven't used this in a while just because I really needed this back in the winter, not so much right now in the summer, but we're going to use it right now for the sake of this video. Okay, and then we're gonna just jump right into some foundation. We have the, whoa, I always use this one and I still don't know what it is called. It's the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I have the shade 320 Honey Meal, and it is my perfect shade right now. We're just gonna pump a couple pumps on the back of the hand, go in with the brush and use it like that. So we're using the number, it doesn't have the number on it, but on the paper it says this is the number, this is the second brush, number 2 brush. It's called Large Powder Foundation Brush. It says use it for loose or for loose and pressed foundations, so I'm like powder foundations, I'm assuming, but it was dense enough. I feel like I could use it for liquid foundation, and I actually feel like it's applying it very, very nice. Sometimes I go back and forth. I go between my e.l.f. Foundation brush and a sponge, and some days I'm just like the brush does it better, some days the sponge does it better, but this is looking real nice, honestly, and I'm a little bit shooketh, and I don't feel like it absorbs too much product where it's not full coverage anymore. I feel like it absorbs the right amount where it doesn't look super cakey on the face or streaky or anything like that because of the brush. But it still absorbs enough that, that's what I'm saying. It absorbs enough so it's not streaky, but it doesn't absorb too much where there's no coverage. That's what I meant to say. I don't know if I said that, but oh well. Not too shabby. The brush feels really nice. It doesn't feel too hard. It does bend, like you can see it bends like that when you put it on, but I feel like that's nice because it's not too hard on the face. You're not like jamming a hard brush into your face. All right, so we're just gonna move on to concealer so that this video can not take forever. I don't know, I'm holding up the foundation. The brush is really nice. I don't feel like I have any complaints right now. There's no hairs are falling out, and I feel like my foundation just looks really flawless and really nice. So we're gonna go in with the Sephora Bright Future Concealer. I have the shade number 12 Pecan Pie, and this is again my summer shade. So we're just gonna take this brush is the this is the face number 5 face shape brush. You can use it for to contour the face with cream and powder products. I don't know why I read so confusing, but it's because it says contours the face shape with cream and powder product. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Oh my gosh, okay, wait, I'm kind of loving this right now. That blended out super, super easy, way easier than the sponge does. I feel like the sponge usually takes forever and a day to blend out concealer, but this was super easy. And it looks super nice underneath the eye, actually. Okay, I'm kind of obsessed with this brush right now. I believe this is one of the ones that Juicy Jazz uses like over and over again in her videos. It's a little bit hard because they don't have names. It's just like the Amazon brush set. The Amazon brush set. But, oh my gosh, I'm here for it. It looks super nice. And it blends it out super, super easy, honestly. Okay, I like this one a lot. And I feel like you could really get in the depths of the crevices right there and like by the nose here and just down the, like, I feel like it's just perfect. It just really does its job really, really well. So I really like this one. And again, this is the number 5 face shape brush. Okay, so then we are just gonna move on to powder. We do have a large powder brush. This is number 1, ideal for applying loose and pressed powder. So we're gonna do that. Okay, if I was gonna use, oh my gosh, look at my wet hair. Sorry guys. I was gonna use a loose powder, but I said let me just use a pressed powder. So this is the Essence, let me read it, All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I have the shade Waterproof. We're just gonna dab that around. Okay, this brush I already tell it's not gonna be a favorite, and that's just because it's so loose. Like, it's so, I don't even know how to say that. It's like, just, that's what it is. It's just like literally loose. Like, it's not dense enough to pack on the powder. It just kind of sets the powder down on the face, and so you constantly have to brush around, make sure that it's not stuck there. Whereas certain brushes, certain powder, let me just use an example. This is smaller, but same idea. So it's kind of like dense enough that it just packs the color on versus like it going down like that. You see what I mean? The difference on my face. And I like these a little bit better for when I'm applying a pressed powder. If I'm just, this one will be fine for just laying it down. Honestly, just a quick 1-2. But I already have one like this that is just like a... So I don't know, nothing sets this one apart, if that makes sense. And it's not like dense like I would want it to be, to set, like, make it different. So there's that. I mean, if you don't have one of these, obviously you're gonna like it because it's just a quick powder brush, and that is really nice. But if it's not your thing, then it's not your thing, you know? It's huge though, so I really like that. Maybe I'll like it for bronzer. Ooh, maybe I'll try it for bronzer because it's huge. Big mama. Okay, and again, that was the number 1 large powder brush. So for bronzer, we are actually going to use an angled brush, which is new. I usually use these angled brushes for blush, but there is a different brush that I'm going to use for blush. And so I got to figure out how to use this one. So it was either highlight or bronzer. I think we're going to go bronzer. So for bronzer, I think we're going to take my Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie Sunstalker Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. It's a little mini baby. I got it in a set, of course. And yeah, we're just going to take that on the face. Ooh! I like a good and fresh messy bronzer. That's why I don't necessarily use these brushes, especially because they're so small. But to do a nice contour, this is kind of nice. I'm kind of liking it. I feel like it does apply the product very harshly, so I'm gonna have to go back with a different brush and kind of blend that out. I might just go back with the powder brush and blend that out because it is super harsh, but it does apply the product really, really nicely. Again, for a nice contour, I might have to use this brush for that because it just does it so nicely and sharp. I just have to blush it out, blend it out, because I don't want it to be this hand, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I feel like this kind of brush just takes forever. Like, I need to keep going back, I feel like. Of course, if I had like a deeper bronzer, I'm sure it might not take this long. This one I'm having to build up a little bit, but like, it's just a mix of the bronzer and the blush because I know this bronzer is really good for my face, you know what I mean? But I do like this. This is actually pretty good, especially when I want to contour, so I'm gonna keep this one around, probably not give it away, just so I can use that for contour and stuff because I really, really do like that one. We're just gonna go back with the powder brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. All right, so let's move on quickly. This is the brush that I did use. Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't even tell you what that was. That was the number 4 Angled Cream Cheek Blush and Contour Brush. So you're supposed to be able to use this for cream products. I don't know how you would be able to use that for cream products because it is very, again, loose. A lot of the product might just fall through, but I don't know, it's not very dense. But anyway, not the point. I guess makeup has no rules, so you do whatever you want for it. It makes it wrong when they tell you to use it for the wrong thing, but like it's not really wrong. Anyway, move on. So I did use this brush already. It's a stippling brush. It is the number 3 stippling foundation brush. Again, don't know how I'd use this for foundation. I mean, it might apply foundation nicely, but I would rather not. I'd rather use it for blush because I love stippling brushes for blush. Oh, it says this is for light, liquid, and compact foundation. Anyway, for blush, we're going to go into the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. If it opens, we're going to go to into the shade Bora Bora down here. Been loving this palette. And this is one of the products that I feel like from one of my subscription boxes that I've just been using over and over again. Some of them I used for a while and then I put back. This one I've just been wanting to use over and over again. You can see the beautiful, beautiful sheen. I feel like stippling brushes just apply the blush just the prettiest because it blends it out but also applies it and it's just pigmented and beautiful and I just love it. I just love how this blush is kind of like a flush of blush that has shimmer in it. Not shimmer, like, I don't even know what it's called. I guess it is shimmer, shine, highlight in it. It's just beautiful on the apples of the cheeks. So I really do love that. And this brush is probably like number 2 or 3 on my favorites. We can go through that at the end, but I really like this one so far from the 2 times that I've used it. All right, and then next, try and move a little bit faster because I'm going too slow. Now we are gonna do eyes. We have a lot of freaking brushes to do eyes with. So, oh my gosh, these can all be for the lower lash, I guess. We have too many brushes. All right, I think 2 of these are similar enough that we don't have to use both of them, but I want to use this one really, really bad. So we're going to use my Laura Los Angeles palettes. Again, new product that I've just been loving using so very much. I think we want to do a blue crazy eye today. So what I'm going to do is start off super subtle and just dip into the shade Damage Control from the Party Animal palette. In this big fluffy brush. This is the concealer buffer brush. I didn't use it for concealer because it's really small. I feel like just the other one was just better for concealer, so I didn't use this one yet, but we're gonna actually use this for the crease of my eye, and we're gonna blend that shade into the crease. All right, I lied to you. This brush is too big for that. We're gonna go with which number are you? This is the Luxie Soft Eye Blending Brush, number 11. So we're going to go with that one instead because it is way smaller. I feel like this brush might be nice for neutral shades in the crease. Or even like some blending out the concealer on the eye even. Or like anything that's not a bright color that you need to blend because it's too big and it just goes everywhere. Bad idea. This is a good test too to see if these brushes get stained because they are white, and I just put a huge blue on it. I don't mind though, because as long as it still applies other colors without putting blue on it, then we're okay. Also, I'm just running through the eyes. I'm not going to explain really much because I just want to use the brushes and not necessarily the eyeshadow, so we can talk about that in another video. Alright, so next we're going to take the Luxie Petite Crease Blending Brush. It's a little bit smaller than that one, and we're going to go on with the shade Hung Over from the Party Animal. So it's a purple. We're just putting these brushes through it, right? And just put that on the eye. Okay, and then we're gonna go with a smaller brush, which is the, where are you? Petite Eye Blending Brush. And again, a little bit smaller. Very great for packing. We're gonna take the shade, matter of fact, change my mind, buddy. We're gonna go with this brush. This is the only packing brush that it comes with, which is a little bit interesting. But this is the angled eyeliner brush. So obviously for angled eyeliner, but they have another brush that I can use for eyeliner. And they don't actually have a packing brush really. So we're gonna go with this one. And we're gonna take the shade Jolly from the Sleigh Bell palette, Laura Lee Los Angeles. And we're just gonna put this all over the lid where the purple is. Then we're just going to go back with that blue and kind of blend it out. I'm actually liking these brushes a lot for the eyes. I feel like they are blending nicely. Everything is looking pretty good and pretty blended and flawless. My only complaint is that it doesn't come with a real packing brush. It comes with a bunch of wonky shaped brushes that I can show you real quick. This one is an angled contour shader brush. And I guess it's for the outer corner of the eye, but it's like slanted weird, and I'm not really a fan of that. Another slanted one that I actually used already, the angled eyeliner brush. That one's a little slanted as well. And then they have this angled brow line brush. So I guess ideal for the brow? Oh, so I guess it's for eyebrow powder, but again, it's another wonky brush that is too big for honestly anybody's eyebrows who are mine are smaller. It's just too big. It's huge. So again, another weird slanted brush, and then it comes with this like other weird slanted brush that I guess you do eyeliner with. You can, I don't know, I guess, but for weird slanted brush, I'd rather take all of these out and give me a packing brush, and I'd be very, very happy. Very, very happy. This one worked for packing on the shadow. It was fine. It just takes long because it's so little, but you know. And then we have 3 more blending brushes. I think 2 of them I'm going to be able to use for the lower lash line, but that's it. So we're just going to take the shade Damage Control right here, put that on the lower lash line with the number 9 Petite Eye Blending Brush. Okay, and then we're going to go with this brush, which is the Luxe Soft Definer Blending Eyeshadow Brush, and we're just going to blend this out down here. No additional product. As it starts to dry, you can slowly see the blonde coming out. It's my favorite part of my hair. I love the length too. I'm living for the length, but you know. Alright, so let's move on. Alright, so there are a couple brushes here we didn't use, but that's okay because they don't look like I need to use them really. We are gonna, where are you? Here's my liner. We have this, I have the Suva Beauty Hydro Liner in the shade Grease that I can, once I get open, I can use with this weird brush. It is the ergonomically shaped fine eyeliner brush. Creates a classic thin, flawless lash line using cream or cake eyeliner as well as eyeshadow. Okay. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna dip it in. Honestly, guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I have no idea what side to use. Do I use this side or this side? probably does matter, but we're just gonna YOLO it and kind of do whatever happens. So we're just gonna fast forward this. Hopefully it's not too cringy, and yeah. Okay, guys, I was really hating on this brush, and it made my eyeliner so freaking easy. It's not even funny how easy that was to just do my eyeliner. So I'm kind of living for this brush right now. You are magic. This is magic. I live for this brush right now. Okay. Wow, that was unexpected. I love it. The brush. My hair is so wet. Alright, we'll do some mascara. We'll be back to finish off with some highlighter. And we'll do lips off camera. And yeah, we'll be right back. Alright, so there is no highlighter brush. I just added some highlight on my cheekbones already. But I'm going to take, I use the same Huda Beauty highlighting, 3D highlighting palette. I'm just going to take the shade Maldives, I think that's what it's called, and dip into this with like an eyeshadow brush. Just put that on the tip of my nose. Oh my gosh. And my Cupid's bow. Should we add a little bit of inner corner? Yeah, we'll add a little bit on the inner corners. And then the brow bone. Oh my gosh, it's so blinding. I live for this highlighter. I live for her. Alright, just to finish off the look, I use this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Diamond Milk just to finish off the lips real quick. And girl, I'm kind of living for this look. My eyelashes, I wish I had some lashes to put on. Not that this has anything to do with the brushes, but I do wish I had some lashes to put on because I feel like it just makes the eye look better. And my mascara was not doing it today. I used one that I knew wasn't going to be good. Anyway, so final review on these brushes. I kind of love them. I feel like 90% of them, 95% of them are really, really good and very, very beneficial. The foundation brush I live for. I love the concealer. The brush that I use for concealer, I really, really like. I love that one even more probably than the foundation one. I love the... What are you? The stippling brush for blush. It's so beautiful and so perfect. I love that one. The powder one and the contour one, I'm not super huge on. I feel like I would like this more if I was into contouring, contouring in general, which I am getting slowly into, so I'm going to keep this brush around just to kind of see how I like it. The powder brush is nothing special. It's just like a powder brush, whatever. Hard to like mess up. So those are like subpar. This one, I don't know what I'm going to do with. This might be good for just blending out eyeshadow primer, that's what I'm trying to say, and like setting a white crease shade on, and that's what this brush is for. I don't know, it will take forever to feel like I feel like it would take forever to blend out concealer. Maybe spot concealing this might be really, really good for. I don't know, I will definitely figure out a use for it that isn't a huge eyeshadow, because it's not gonna work for eyeshadow. It's just literally huge. I thought it would be great, but no. Really like this little detailed brush. I really like the one that I used for the purple. That one's really cute, super nice. I really liked this other really small one that I use very detailed for the lower lash line. That one's really nice as well. The blending brushes are just like this one, I don't know, they feel kind of just dry, and so it's a little bit hard to blend it out. It blended out really, really nicely. As you can see, it ended up doing it, but I don't know like what was dry about it. Was it the dry shadow or was it the brush? That's always hard, but I feel like I've had better blending brushes. Maybe like this one isn't like out of this world, like you need to pick up the set for this brush. No, you definitely need to pick up the set for the other brushes, but maybe not this one. And same with this one. This one's kind of like a basic blush, so like brush. It was just like whatever, like it was nothing special. And then the weird angled ones, I'm not a fan of these three, honestly. I don't know if I'd get, I don't honestly know if I'd get any use out of them really, because they're just random. This one I'm definitely going to keep using because it made my eyeliner so easy. It just like flick, and it was done. And I don't even know which way I'm supposed to use it. I use it kind of just both, whichever way was easier when I turned my hand, and that just made it so easy. So I really love this brush for sure. And then this one is actually pretty nice. I might like that for the lower lash line a little bit better. I really liked it for highlight though on the Cupid's bow. It really made it just shine, girl. And the inner corner, just slapped it on in there, and the brow bone, and it was super nice. I really like that for, I really liked that brush for that purpose. Okay, so overall, I'm pretty happy. I felt like it's like, 8. I do like more brushes than I don't like. Some of them are like kind of neutral. It's not like I hate them. They're fine in the set. I really did wish that there was a packing brush, a flat packing brush. That would be super nice. But the rest of these I'm definitely going to keep using for sure. I really do like them. This one really shocked me. Some of them really, I don't even like this one. It really, really shocked me. I didn't know what I was missing out on with a concealer brush. Don't know what I was missing out on, but I was. Is this. So I really enjoyed that. And I am going to use the other ones probably, except for the weird ones, the angled ones, but the rest of them are probably going to get used. So yeah, guys, that is really it for this video. I recommend totally trying this set. Again, personal preference, but I think it's a really nice brush set. I say pick it up, guys. It's super cheap on Amazon. I will put the price right here because I don't remember. Honestly, I think it was less than 20 bucks. Yes, I believe it was less than 20 bucks. So, well, that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do this eye look for real and like show you what I did, please let me know, of course, because I kind of just like zoomed through it. But yeah, guys, that's it. Bye, guys.